Alrighty, well, we don't necessarily need Hyde here to get things going. So, welcome back, everybody. Last week was interesting week. You guys made some travel plans, acted upon those travel plans, found yourselves up against some uh, larger than life Ooblex, and with a little determination, you were able to remove the problem. On your way back to the city, you well, not necessarily to the city. I believe you were first going to go towards Mitros, but found that it was being blocked by a giant uh, hurricane-like wall that proved to be detrimental to a flying airship. So after crash landing, getting some repairs on, you found yourself trying to make your way up to Elhurst, and that is when you discovered a shiny gold-capped shrine in the distance and decided to take a look. After exploring said shrine, it had iconography and depictions of things that make no sense to anyone here, and no discernible language. But it was discovered that both uh, Hyde and 95 could not enter this ruin, but Walker and Nays had no trouble entering, upon which Walker discovered an egg and could not resist breaking it open. And it turns out that that egg had the other half of the weapon that Hyde's been carrying around. It also released some black smoke, but I'm sure that's just a minor detail.
Don't forget, I huff that shit.
You did. You also discovered a sort of floating scroll that had chains on it, and the chains are no longer there.
Oh yeah, Minos roll cool. I let him go. Peace out, bro.
Oh, and when you put that weapon together, you discovered that it is a sophisticated weapon that turned into a bow when you asked.
It makes beautiful sounds too when I pull that thing back.
Mm-hmm.
And for everyone else who's listening, no, it is not beautiful sounds. It is 7 different walkers all screaming in pain.
Not
9
nine.
different walkers. Yes.
So, what does the party want to do now?
So we're continuing to Elhurst.
Yeah, and you have to mend still. It's not fully. Hello. It's not still full. The ship is still broke, right?
Correct. Oh, no, it's not. It's actually fully repaired.
Yes, I this when we were inside the building, fully
Yep,
repaired it.
you're correct. I forgot that I learned that the regeneration spell doesn't say anything about constructs.
It doesn't.
That's
It
handy.
doesn't. That's one of the few healing spells that doesn't say anything about constructs or undead. And I'm like, well, technically ships have HP, so I guess it would work. Just would take it a lot longer.
What did I miss?
Recap from the last game.
That's the fine thing. You just missed the recap.
So 20 something days ago, you guys went after a snake. Do you remember that?
Oh.
Yes, I was projectiled into
Do you
a snake.
remember?
Last thing I remember is that we were told that we're too strong for the tournament of kings.
And then you guys got a mission to go hunt a snake.
Okay.
On said mission, Misty and Hyde had combined their summoning powers to create more powerful summons, and during that, a mishap happened where Misty threw Walker at the snake and did a lot of damage. The snake was easily taken down after that because a big chunk of its life had gone away. About 24 lawyer clowns showed up and issued Misty a summons, which he was served with 40 counts of
excessiveness,
excessiveness. Thank you.
or some shit like that.
Excessiveness. I love it.
Yes, No, go ahead.
No, you go.
I was about to say, I think Walker's going to be on a mission to find precedents where being excessively excessive is just okay sometimes.
And Misty got taken away and has not come back. You guys got on the ship, went back to the Black City. Some shenanigans happened where some people tried to steal something that was meant for Fembrix, and luckily there was someone on the ship who stopped the thieves because no one fucks with the family. And your little celestial buddy that keeps following you around saved the day.
Oh.
Then a door opened and this 10-foot tall cowboy stepped out.
Not true. No door opened. Motherfucker just appeared on the deck of the ship or
It
wherever.
was a door. Not my fault.
Maze
Maze
the
is the only
door.
one that saw it.
Yeah.
I did say when the door opens, I walk through it. So, I did say there was a door. So now you have a cowboy in the group. You guys went back to the Black City, turned in the quests. We're gonna do some other quests to kill time until the tournament is over, where you guys can be crowned kings or whatever, or crowned champions. And you got a quest for kill oozes, which was 19 days on an airship to the northwest. Killed the oozes. Naze lost his memory for a little bit. Some shenanigans happened. We were trying to get Naze back on the ship. We tried to head towards Mitros, but found out that there was a wall of wind, several hurricanes, tornadoes, whatnot, blocking the way through the airship in the wrong direction. Broke it. We had to repair it. Then we found a golden building and headed towards that. Some people could get in, some people couldn't get in. Inside was lots of treasure and parts of the blade that Hyde had found along the way. And yeah, and I think that's where we are now.
Well, that's where they are. That's not where Niffle is.
Where's Niffle?
Niffle is currently experiencing absolute darkness.
I feel like this isn't the first time.
To which,
I'm dead.
no, you were just stuffed up. You were stuffed in the celestial being's pocket dimension because I didn't want to get your character killed.
Fair.
because of the slime things they fought were very powerful. So, Niffle and Silas kind of switched places. But again, a door no one else but Naze can see opens. And if Niffle wants, she can go through it. Oh, 95.
Ash.
Perception check, please.
$19.
I'm learning into the game.
You're fine. Background stuff.
What's that noise coming from inside that building?
There wasn't any noise in there before.
You don't hear that?
There is no noise as far as the rest of you are concerned.
The building was empty except for that floating scroll. We took everything else.
Oh, Niffle, you hear it too.
Here.
The sound of whispering coming from this very ornate looking shrine.
I hear whispers too. Very faint.
Well, the writing on the wall says, "Don't break the egg," so I'm not gonna go in there.
Oh yeah, it seemed to have some sort of mind influencing effect. I wouldn't go in there without a good reason.
You hear something about there being cake inside.
Cake?
Cake.
Look is Misty. Or no, it's not Misty. Did Misty come back or not?
Misty has not
Nope,
returned.
Misty is completely gone.
So who is this very strange person in front of me?
95. That's a 10-foot tall cowboy.
If it was Misty, I'd be very excited, and I would encourage us to have chaos together and go get the cake. I don't know this cowboy.
Quite literally, when you left, Misty was still here.
did Misty go?
Jail.
Well, if we're all set with this egg and scroll, we should depart. I believe Mr. Hyde wanted to head to Elhurst for some reason. I think it was to fix the ship.
I think he just wanted to go someplace other than the Black City. So he headed to Mitros. But then it was damaged, so
Yeah, he never likes going in a straight direction. Always flying in circles.
Well, the question is, were we going to Elhurst to be fit? Were we going to Elhurst to repair the ship, or are we just going to Elhurst to go to Elhurst?
let's go to Elhurst, I say.
Sounds good to me.
You said the ship was fully healed?
It is. I am currently waiting on shenanigans. One moment. Really wish I had my soundboard set up. Go back to playing the Jeopardy music whenever we're waiting. Okay, well, the shenanigans is going slow. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the
Oh
elite
yeah,
of
Yuki,
the
really
world.
get ready for like 3 or 4 different um ways of speaking coming from Grim this play session. He hasn't
I don't know
battened
what you're
down.
talking about.
Oh, here it comes. Watch.
I,
There's
I
one.
reckon that he does not like my accent.
Oh, I love all 4 of them.
And as I
Because
told Hyde last week, suck it. You have to deal with it.
you go from country to like French Creole like every once in a while. It's kind of weird.
French Creole.
I'm not the best at accents.
Oh, I suck shit.
Yep, that's why I don't do them.
But if you're a 10-foot cowboy, you gotta do something.
You're a 10-foot cowboy. Let me see that. Yeah. Excuse me.
Sorry, people are being indecisive about their shenanigans.
Well, tell Mr.
Who is?
Hyde to straighten up and do his shenanigans so we can get on. I mean, we all know he's going in the building. He tried to go in the building like 8 times last time. Now that he can walk in the building, he's gonna go in the building.
This is a side question. I think I've asked it before, but never hurts to get a re-preference. Do you guys prefer making a roll not knowing whether or not it's hopeless? Or would you prefer if someone told you it was hopeless?
Well, I would rather not. I would rather not roll a dice that I think I can succeed on.
Yeah.
I don't like false hope.
If it's something that it's impossible because of game mechanics, then I'd say tell them. If it's impossible because common sense says you can't punch through a castle wall, go ahead and let them try.
I mean,
Okay,
this campaign,
I like that.
that's not gonna
That was actually good, Naze.
Yeah, man,
You're just a
that's
fucking
fucking
idiot.
great.
Okay,
You're
what
an
I want to
idiot and you
do,
still want
I
to
want
do it? There you
want to
go.
jump
Here's
out
your
from
roll.
yeah. I want to jump out 20,000 feet in Hero Land. Is that cool? Yeah.
Why is
Go
the
ahead and roll.
map dropped?
Why is
It
what?
Extra
loads.
load
It
time.
loads quicker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hyde
Our
thought
DM.
something nefarious happened.
Yeah.
He was all
Yeah.
like, my map got smaller. The world's fucked up. What happened?
The roads go, but there's nothing there.
No, I pointed this out last week. So for your sake, Niffle, I'll point it out again. If you go and play any other normal D&D game, do they show you the map of the Sword Coast or do they show you the map of Faerun? That is my answer.
That's fair. I was
This
just
is the
curious.
equivalent of Faerun. Except I think this is even bigger than not Faerun. This is the equivalent of the Sword Coast, but I think this is bigger than the Sword Coast by a long shot.
A lot.
Actually, just this section of map might be bigger than Faerun.
Really?
See this
Faerun's massive,
triangle
dude.
we're in? That's the Sword Coast.
That's probably fair. All right, shenanigans are starting to ensue. One moment.
What's the
Well, we
song?
all know
Is
we can
there a
blame
ship called
Hyde
the
now because
Celestial
she's
Song?
taking forever. What was that, Niffle?
Is our ship called the Celestial Thong?
Our ship is called the Celestial Thaw, but when Hyde said it, no one heard Thaw. So,
Kind of an inside joke.
Actually, one person heard it, but it was definitely Thong. No matter how much he tries to deny it.
Fuck you all. Fuck you all.
As he says as he adjusts his thong.
What's Niffle's passive perception?
High. It is. Oh, it's only 17.
I mean, that's still fairly good for level 8. And it not being like your primary stat, being like your charisma based.
Are we level 8 now?
Seven.
I
7.
thought we were. I was say I thought we were level 7. I was about to say, I think I missed a level up somewhere.
Mondays at 8.
You're right.
I thought
I know,
Monday
and
started
that's
at 4 too.
They
But,
did, but unfortunately, I know. I'm just not letting this joke go.
And I was very emotionally disturbed that you didn't like my my pun in the chat about our friend leaving.
You're talking
I
about
was,
what pun?
oh, believe me, you love it.
Don't you know I don't see puns?
That was
I have
gorgeous.
anti-pun visions. Anyway, so just to catch Hyde up, Niffle came out of an invisible door again, and they are ready to go to Elhurst, or they're trying to decide if they were going with what the reason you were going to Elhurst.
It was just to fix the ship.
uh,
But it's already been
fixed.
fixed. Yeah.
So head back to Black City, or
Oh, you want to go somewhere new?
Yeah, we should head back to Black City via Aramore.
How many days left you have to the competition?
2.
Was it 2? Well, right. Very well.
Ew, huh? Well, it looks like you're missing the competition.
I don't think it's 2. Last time I remember, it was 55.
Yes, but that was before you took your downtime. How long did they take for downtime?
Took us 19 days to
Night.
get here.
Yeah. And we spent about a day on the ground.
3 weeks.
All
Answer
right,
the
fine, you'll
question.
get there. All right, you got 19 days to figure out what you want to do next as you are flying back to the Black City.
Alright, so we're just heading back, so we got 19 days to mess with.
Yep.
I'll finish my exportation.
All right, he's doing that. What are the rest of you gonna do with 19 days?
I'll keep practicing my scythe, trying to get expertise. I'll be 2 days short after this.
Practicing my class features.
Lord knows you have enough time. How about Walker?
He'll probably be going through those books that we found. And,
Probably join them.
see what those are all about.
Oh, 6 new things for Niffle. What is this?
The reason
That's why
why
Misty-
the counts I hear no more.
6 parts
I'll say
of
that was-
fucking the 40 counts that I got hauled away for.
Yep. That was the arrestable offense.
How did you do this?
That's why I got in trouble.
What you would learn from those books, I wonder. Well, some of the books you can't read because it's in a language you don't understand. But the ones that you can read speak about what seems like a fairy tale to you. Because none of the lands mentioned in the books exist anywhere. At least not to your knowledge, and at least one of you is from the Feywild. So it talks of a place called Toril and the struggles of the people there and its various histories, and a place called Faerun. And how Faerun was a fairly thriving environment when certain forces were released. And those forces ended up being the destruction of that world. During the time of darkness, the world did not exist. Life did not exist. Only the divines exist. Or existed. And they were driven mad by this time of silence. So that by the time the new world preceded Toril, they were not as they once were. It also talks about individuals who come from worlds that are not the current one you live on. That are called transfers, or in some cases, reincarnates. And the rest of the books just kind of go into various world lores of other places. Some of it's about Earth, some of it's about other civilizations that again, don't exist. And as you both read these books over the course of 19 days, because it does take you that long to read and understand what's going on in these books, you learn. It seems, at least from your perspectives, that this is written as if it's history, but it has to be fiction. Because at least one of you has been well traveled.
The most
And
fucked up
you've
thing about this hide is they're all written by the same fucking person.
They
That's the
are,
fucked up
actually.
thing about it. I'm probably pacing back and forth like, motherfucker. I knew they were going to be written by the fucking same person. Oh, shit. She can't be real, right? What the fuck is this what the fuck is a human? There'd be humans in here, right? Information or
Yes,
no?
exactly.
Oh, I figured.
There's a lot of bad things in this book.
And
Well, we're
what's the author's name? What was the author's name?
no, it is the
It,
author. Anyway.
it doesn't say, so you can see it's printed where it's supposed to be, but it's in the same language in the books that you can't read. And it's strange because in most languages, you still write your name as you write your name. But in this language, it's not written like first name, last name, or surname, family name. It's very hard to understand.
Hmm.
So it's like a symbol for Prince. So to speak.
Kind of. It almost feels like when you look at this language, even if you can't speak it or understand it, it feels like innately like it tugs at your emotional spectrum, your mental spectrum, and your physical spectrum.
There's too much in it for us to
You
understand.
When you feel like any word that would come from this language embodies the exact thing that it is.
Kind of like,
Interesting.
alright, so our character is like Aragon rules, where the magic words is true name, so to speak.
Much
Feels.
more powerful than that. Because that's all those did in that world. This also forces, when you read it, you also feel a tug physically, emotionally, and telepathically.
When we get to the city, we need to get a helmet comprehend languages. So I'm not sure it will help with this name.
But 19 days goes by. Everybody accomplishes what they wanted to accomplish in that time. The Black City comes on the horizon. And within a few hours, you find yourselves docked in the sort of. It's not really like an official airship dock, but you can tell that's what people use it for.
Alright, let's go turn the quest.
Let's go see how the how we get a good welcoming party. I could really use one of those fruit baskets.
There is no welcoming party. There's not even security up here. Other than the occasional flying lion. So, you have made it back to Black City. What would you like to do?
I'll first return in the quest. At the Adventurers Guild.
Adventure Guild.
Nays, the hooded figure is signaling to you.
Oh, yes, you need something?
Hands you a letter.
I'll take the letter and read it.
It is a purchase offer for the spearhead and clasp for 40,000 iridium.
Does it say who it's from?
One Shogun Aikido.
I'll show it to the
I
others.
don't trust it. I don't trust it. How do you know we got it?
I'd like to know what these things are before we can start selling them.
Well, first of all, again, like exactly, how the fuck did he know somebody was in there and got him?
Yep, he learned too quickly. I don't trust this figure whatsoever. Even if we do, I think we don't sell to this figure.
The figure waves you back over, Nays, and hands you a letter.
I'll read that.
I have never left.
Oh. Oh. I think this is another police situation.
Well, you may do with that information what you will. I have presented it as instructed.
So
Oh.
I'll say to the hooded figure, you were the one who told Shogun Aikido about these things?
Nods, yes. Do you understand sign language?
Just Elvish and Gnomish in common.
Because it gets inconvenient to constantly have to write notes, he just puts his hands together and separates them, and as he does, words form. It just says, he's a friend.
That's punchy.
All right.
Actually, nothing makes magic invisible, so everyone else sees that too.
We'll consider the offer. We should head to the Adventurers Guild.
Adventurers Guild it is.
You enter the Adventurers Guild.
Ah, yes, the Classic Adventurers Guild. Anything weird going on today in the Adventurers Guild?
Nope, it's actually kind of deserted.
That qualifies as weird. Is it completely deserted?
Well, except for the guild receptionist and like the bartender, and I guess kind of the wait staff. But generally speaking, compared to like the usually hundreds to thousands of people that are in here every second of every day, yeah, it's very weird.
Is today a holiday or something?
I'll approach the receptionist and turn in
Quest mission
the quest. Yeah. No.
thingy.
I'm sorry, what did you ask?
I said, is today a holiday?
No,
Okay.
aren't you guys supposed to be at the arena right now?
Damn, I guess we are. You should turn that in, and then we should get to the fucking arena, I guess.
Yeah, I'll turn in the quest.
Let's see. So it was for some bootlegs. Oh, congratulations on clearing that quest. But I guess that's to be expected from winners of the Tournament of Kings. Just curious, do you plan on sticking around for the next tournament?
When is that?
And there was the next tournament.
Well, yes, this one kind of took so long that we're already into the next tournament season.
Interesting.
What one's that called?
It's not. They kind of change the name every year because I don't think they've figured out what they like quite yet. But I believe Finbrooks is calling it the night. Damn it, my brain doesn't want to connect the dots anymore. One moment.
ASB, I said.
Oh, Tournament of Nights. That's what I had written down. Again, they change the name every year, but that's what they're calling it right now.
Seems a little downgrady from Tournament of King or yeah.
You're not wrong. It's not necessarily as glorious, but it is an opportunity to show off just how strong you are compared to everybody else. The Tournament of Knights is actual gladiatorial combat.
That'll be fun.
That does
Alright,
sound good.
prepare oblexes. Where did I put that sheet? There it is. Payout. So it is 10 plus 10 plus 140. So 20 steel pieces and 140 iridium pieces. And 1 guild token for each of you. Oh no, I had that. My bad. That's actually 50 steel pieces.
Is that a piece?
No. Oh wait, yes. Sorry, you're right. I keep forgetting. That portion of it is based on person. So each person would get 50 steel pieces, and then it is 140 iridium pieces as a bonus.
And dash the one we split.
Yes. And then 1 guild token for each of you.
How much iridium? Apologies.
23 and 23 and change.
23 total for each of us.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So yeah, that's what your payout is.
To the arena then?
Oh yeah.
So you find yourselves at the arena. It is jam-packed full of people. And some officials definitely notice you like almost immediately because Naze kind of sticks out, and you also have a 10-foot cowboy. They're gonna ask your cowboy friend to go wait in the stands, as he was not officially a part of the tournament. And as you get ushered in, they kind of like push and shove and get you through the crowd to the front. And as you guys are being pushed through the crowd, you're being touched, you're being poked, you're being prodded because fans want to meet you and be with you and etc.
Oh wow, it's physical contact, personal space. kind of scoot my way through there. Do my best. Don't be rude, but also keep myself moving.
And a few times, Hyde, you swear someone tried to steal your hat. But thanks to your new thing, your hat can't be stolen. But you literally felt people tug on it.
No, I
um, so as you get to the front, you notice like these podiums have been erected, and your group is instructed to stand on the tallest one. Some in order of scale, you guys are on the highest of your bracket, but you notice your podium isn't as high as others. And when you take a look around, you kind of understand that these are the groups that are like from beginner to normal to professional. So the professional first place and the normal first place, or not normal, but like intermediate. Obviously, there's a slightly higher. Then a big speech is made by some ostentatious bureaucrat. It would be a great way to describe this person. Kind of portly, wearing noble's clothes, balding on top of his head, but he sounds very important. At least by the tone of his voice, you would assume he's important. Then the crowd goes quiet as everybody realizes there's an extra person in the arena that was not there before. They slipped in quietly and very quietly. Kind of scary how quiet they were. As everyone turns to look to get a better view, you realize it is the Emperor himself.
Oh wow.
Man literally has like a natural 48 just as his passive in stealth. I imagine it's like the one thing people can't just get right with him is he's very quiet. But he comes in, he says a few things to the other groups in private as he awards them their trophy and hands out the rewards. Then he gets to your group and says, "Congratulations, you all performed admirably, although some of you may have been questionable in your methods against mere monsters."
Him.
But he'll present you guys with your trophy and a sizable reward. Which in this case is, well, you'll find out once you get out. And then also, he will say, each of you has shown a level of skill and dedication to your craft that if you ever choose to approach one of our noble houses, they should offer you assistance in any way they can to help nurture your growth. Also, it is unfortunate that your comrade Misty could not join us today, but I heard that they are sitting in a very, very dark room right now. So even I don't have the pull to get them sprung long enough for the proceedings. After that, he goes down to each other podium, does his thing, and then, as quietly as he entered, he exits. The overly ostentatious noble then gets on with his announcing and basically tells you the Tournament of Kings is concluded. And that in 2 weeks' time, the Tournament of Knights will be held. For all who wish to participate.
What was our reward?
You don't know yet, because it was a giant bag, and I doubt you took the time to count it in the middle of being praised by the king.
Fair.
Emperor, actually. King is not a high enough title.
Yeah, put up your hand. I'm like, hang on. I gotta count this shit before you walk away, motherfucker.
Surprised Fenbrix didn't end up calling himself the Supreme God Emperor of Mankind.
Even Fenbrix knows what the line is. Fenbrix is grossly aware that there are avatars who walk among you.
Fenbrix is the survivor.
Exactly. Anyway, so, and you would also, as you guys kind of get down to leave, the noble would kind of come up to your group and let you know that if you want to participate in the tournament, all fees are waived, as you are tournament champions.
Do we want to?
I don't know. Do we?
I think yes.
Well, there's one yes. Naze, would you want to beat the crap out of people? Is it like a tournament kind of thing, or is it, or not a tournament? Is it like a team thing, or is it individual?
It would be individual.
So I get a chance to just stomp on Hyde.
Yeah, I'll give it a
Possibly.
try.
Could be fun.
What?
He said it'd be fun.
Yeah, to stomp on Hyde. It too, Naze. It too.
It's too brute.
Well, I'll sign. And plus one, John?
Yeah, sounds interesting.
Yeah, I'll sign in.
We should see if our cow. No, that guy's kind of big.
I don't think he's actually big. I think he appears big.
Silas would look at you and go, no, he's big. I think Naze and I would know if he was using something to make himself bigger.
Me?
But don't worry, little man. I hear growth spurts come late in life.
Ouch, man. So rude.
I mean, if you want, we could just take you to a seamstress and she could grow you a few inches.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
ow.
Never thought
Yeah.
about that one. Never thought about that one. That'd be an interesting little thing.
No.
We can break your legs and grow your bones.
Fuck no.
Okay.
Well, I mean, if he's a standard stuffle, then he won't have bones. He'll just have stuffing.
I am
You
not a
know,
standard stuffle. I am not a stuffle at all.
but do we know that though?
If you know if that's his real size, you should know that I am not a standard stuffle.
Well, stuffles have nothing to do with illusion magic.
Fair enough. But I'm not a standard stuffle. So leave my stuffle alone.
Oh, that's right. You're a
Oh,
marionette. I'm sorry.
a stuff 'em and luffle.
One day. So, what should we do now? What's in the bag?
I don't know what is in the bag.
What's in the bag?
Mm.
Days. What's in the bag?
It's the reward from the tournament we were fighting in.
I was tempted to say an invisible badger.
And what exactly is the reward?
I look in the bag.
That's a shit ton of iridium. I'm gonna tell you, you can't just look at a pile of iridium and know exactly how much is there.
Even with clear sight.
Well, I mean, you know that it's not an illusion, but it's a shit ton of iridium.
I think what Naze said is not yet. Not yet. I
Where's
can't.
where's that?
I have not found the
Where's that?
creature that will allow me to do that yet.
Vampires. They gotta
I don't
count
think
stuff and untie knots and shit.
No, that's funny.
Vampires.
Arithmania.
Well, if that's some of the original theories or little myths about vampires is that they compulsively count things. So
One.
like
Ah, ah, ah.
yeah, well exactly that's why he does that. But like that's why people carried like seed. I guess people used to carry like seeds and shit in their pocket. So like suppose if you encountered a vampire, you just throw the fucking seeds and fucking run. So that motherfucker's like trying to count the fucking seeds and
Seems like a really bad weakness to have.
right. And then a knot, like you have to untie knots if you see them. So it's like, fuck, dude.
I'm gonna say, Nace, at a glance, you know it's more than 1,000 iridium.
Hey,
They
you
start
should take
taking the
up.
coins out. 1, 2,
Yeah,
3, 4.
stacking them.
In the middle of the street.
We probably shouldn't do this here, Nace. Probably not a good idea.
Yeah, no, there's no place to put the coins down.
Yeah, and the street's all cobbly and uneven in our stacks. We'd have to do some weird shit with the stacks. Nace, I ever told you how beautiful your eyes are?
Which ones?
All of them. That's the crazy thing about it. It's this collection. It's just not. So I had read these things, and I know your eyes are already super advanced, but they're called mantis shrimp. We have to find one. So I hear they have good eyes. supposedly have one of the most complex eyes in the animal kingdom. And when I was learning about that, maybe we should get you an octopus too. Put brains in your legs. If that would make you faster if your legs were smarter.
Well, if they agreed with the same thing.
Put like a sucker on the end of each of your foot, so you not only can you walk and touch things, you could also taste them at the same time.
Mm.
But if the brains disagree with each other, wouldn't they make them go slower?
That's not the way it works.
How do you know how it works?
Because it's just a mean thing to do to somebody's character. And it doesn't work that way because I'm fucking making it up right the fuck now.
Also, humans have a small nerve cluster that's
A
basically
what?
a secondary brain that controls our heart.
Who
lungs.
what? Who what?
What's a
did you?
human?
What the fuck
How
are
do you
you
learn that
talking
word?
about, Maze?
Humanoids.
Oh, have a nerve cluster that. Okay, say that fact again, if you would.
Humanoids have a small nerve cluster that basically acts like a secondary brain that controls heart and lungs.
Hmm.
That's why you can get knocked out by being punched in the chest. It stuns that nerve cluster.
No, that makes sense. I know very large animals have them in their butts. It's kind of weird. But okay, so champions, somewhere to sort this money. Um, ooh, where do we turn in our certificates at?
Good question. But let's go to the HDA teacup
Uh-huh.
before we get robbed.
Uh-huh. Like some really? Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna say that because Jet will, but I'm pretty sure like we're kind of like celebrities right now and
I can think of one person in particular that could rob all of you, and that
oh,
you
shut
wouldn't
up.
even know it. And he would do it too.
Oh, fucking penguin.
Oh, now too, because I wasn't even thinking about him. 'Cause he's
Oh,
not a penguin anymore.
motherfucker. Pringles isn't a penguin. What?
He
Yeah,
wasn't a penguin in last campaign either.
He was a man in a penguin suit. Well, a suit with penguin cufflinks.
And
Oh, that's
penguins
right.
on his tie,
Hmm.
adorned with a golden P at the knot.
Jinx has definitely employed that little bastard.
Uh-huh. I think everybody in the higher echelon has employed him at least once. That's one of the good things about him. He doesn't discriminate. Anyway, so educated teacup. There's a bouncer.
Yo.
Yeah, I just like walk like in the door.
He lets everybody but Hyde go in.
Oh damn! What's up with that shit? And I kind of stop when I see that happen.
You know, I was the one who was attacked. Why am I getting blamed for this?
Bouncer shrugs. Don't know, but know that you're on the no-go list. You know,
It's no stay list, so I can stay. Goodbye.
you can stay right here. You find really quickly that you cannot outstrength this individual.
Oh yes.
As soon as he puts his hand on your chest, it is like walking into a solid mountain. Just in the palm of his hand. Do you know how long the no-go list is.
I'm guessing a page.
I'm standing right behind you going, one motherfucker, you, one dude, you. This is what
Two.
I'm saying is the no-go list.
What's
It's
two?
actually two.
Correct. Well, technically, there's only one because we know for a fact that the second one is dead.
He's dead.
So I look up at this bouncer because I figure he is probably considerably taller than me. So they just pay you to stand out here, so the sole purpose for your employment is making sure that Hyde doesn't get through this door.
Yes, and I get paid quite well. It's like
Sure.
1,000 iridium a night.
Sir,
That's
if I
actually-
were to make you double your size and 8 times your weight, do you think it'd be easier for you to stop Hyde from coming in this place?
Actually, it would be harder because then I couldn't move around as well.
Okay. Just wondering. I could do that for you.
You're doing a
Hyde.
fantastic job.
Hyde,
right?
Hyde, if I were to make you 2 times bigger and 8 times heavier than you are now, do you think it'd be easier for you to get in this place?
No, because I won't be able to fit the door.
How tall are you? Aren't you like 1.5 feet tall or something?
I'm considered small, but it's still up. That's still pretty large. Think of a large teddy bear up to your knee. Oh,
Well, that's
not
what
your
I'm saying.
knee.
Like you're like what, 3 feet? So you
Yeah.
turn into a 6 foot creature? Yeah, you wouldn't. You'd fit in the door. You'd like be a normal person.
No, fair. Probably not. Still, my strength.
I want
So
to
your
insight. I
job
want to
is
insight
to
this
not to
guy.
allow me in through the door.
Not until you make amends with the CTF.
Who's the CTF?
The familia who owns the bar.
Oh, do we know that? Yeah, yeah.
Yes, I paid coin for the Bear Lake bar.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Bouncer Man. I didn't catch your name.
My name is Granite.
Noise, dude. Can I tap?
Yeah.
Are you made of stone? Is he stone?
As you tap his fist, you realize he is definitely made of stone. But he's where you'd also know as you tap it. Notice as you tap him, he's wearing a ring that is definitely giving off magic, even without detect magic.
I'm just sitting here just thinking about ways I can fuck this dude up. Why am I doing that? Like, I just want to beat the crap out of this guy for some reason right now.
I do
Granite.
too.
I want an
Granite.
autograph. Dude's
Well,
awesome.
I'd understand if I called him Korg.
Yeah, Granite, I give him the fucking, like, hey, I guess you're doing your job. Hey, we're gonna go to the Educated Key Cup Hive. Guess you gotta go find CFT and, until then, you got to GTO. GTFO. Yeah.
We'll count out your coins for you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we'll totally split up your money. Well, no, I don't need his money. We got fucking more money. I got more money I've ever wanted in my life.
I am severely broke.
Well, you're not
Hey,
anymore. So I'll step out, kiss. I'll give Hyde a kiss on the forehead. Say, "Good luck, buddy." And do I have a good spell to cast on you before I leave you? No. You want to be invisible? Did that help you?
I highly doubt it.
Okay.
It feels like a trap. He wants me to try to sneak in.
I don't want anything. I am just enforcing what people have told me to tell you.
Ooh, people. Oh, What do you mean I have to make up with the CTF? I paid coins to repair the bar after somebody else smush it.
Yes, and it costs them more to remove all that granite.
Sorry, that's funny.
No, it is funny. That's why I said it. That was the whole point.
No, I'm telling you, if that's what he said, and I laugh like that. I'm not telling him I'm sorry, but he just
Yeah.
breaks out laughing. Alright, alright. When am I
And
supposed to talk to the CTF?
you need to make an appointment and come back then. Also, I am not a CTF member, so I cannot make that appointment for you.
Who's the CTF member?
The bartender.
The man I gave the coins to?
Yes.
This is really. I'm trying very hard not to break into the situation. You know what? I am taking a walk. Who needs the
Fun.
bloody fucking agitated teacup? Fucking fresh.
Yeah. What's can't even think of my own. Walker just walks away. Kutembe just is like, and just kind of walks away, listening to this conversation. Hyde can't get in, guys. He's an asshole.
So you find yourselves in the educated teacup. It's actually fairly busy in here.
Start counting out our money, I guess.
Yep.
Oh, hey, it's the tournament champions of the beginner division. How you guys enjoying the new fame? Gotten your fan clubs yet?
Yeah, a little bit.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard y'all are quite popular amongst the younger generations. What can I get started for you?
Round of alcohol, maybe. While we count our gold. Iridium.
Sure, we can do that.
Some pie.
Does it matter what kind of pie, or?
You probably only eat rhubarb.
All right, one rhubarb pie coming up. After about an hour, you finish counting out roughly 30,000 iridium pieces.
What do
Okay,
we count
I'll
out?
calculator. There are currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of us.
Did we meet up with 95 again?
I don't know. Oh no, 95 did not follow you. Wait, sorry. Background shenanigans.
5,000
what?
in each.
Let's find out what 95 is.
Nice, I am no longer broke.
You finish your business, and yes, to all your things there, 95. What would your next step be?
Pull out my little card, message Mr. Walker, and ask him if they are done with their business in the arena.